All right, so let's talk about these two words, hearsay and heresy. Notice the pronunciations. Hearsay or hearsay and heresy. The second one, the stress is on the first syllable. Heresy. Notice how it is spelled, Hersy. The plural of that word is heresies. It's a word, a pair of words that I often hear people confusing in church. So, for example, in Galatians 5, verses 19 through to 21, Paul speaks about the works of the flesh. And among them, in verse 20, we have the word heresies. Heresies. There you go. Now, let's talk about what heresy is. Now, you notice some translations use the word factions, not fractions. Another pair of words that people often confuse, fraction and faction. We'll talk about it when I'm explaining heresies in a while. But let's look at the word hearsay. What is hearsay? Hearsay is information received from other people which cannot be substantiated. We call that rumor. So, for example, according to hearsay, Bez had managed to break his arm. It is also used in law to mean the report of another person's words by a witness, which is usually disallowed as evidence in a court of law. So somebody would say you cannot take hearsay to law or to court, or the judge dismisses the case because of hearsay, not heresy. Because what you are doing is trying to bring to the court your what you have heard or information that you received, maybe second hand, which cannot be used as facts. For example, everything they had told him would have been ruled out as hearsay. Now let's go over to the word heresy, and let's click on our Greek, our lexicon. So we are in the lexicon for heresis. Heresis, a heresis. That's how it is pronounced. Heresis. It means choice or opinion. At the root level, it means choice or opinion. It is used to mean a self-chosen opinion, a religious or philosophical sect, hence the word faction, discord, or contention. Now let me go down to some particular meanings of the word under Thayer's Greek lexicon. And for our purposes, we look at numbers 3, 4, and 5. He said that which is chosen, a chosen course of thought and action. Hence, one's chosen opinion or tenet. According to the context, an opinion varying from true exposition of the Christian faith. Heresy, which is another way of saying false teaching or false doctrine. So in 2 Peter 2:1, let's look at that passage. 2 Peter 2, verse 1. Now there were false prophets among the people, just as there will be false teachers among you. They will secretly introduce destructive heresies, destructive opinions that they have chosen for themselves, even denying the master who brought them, bringing swift destruction on themselves. I'd be interested to hear what the Amplified say. Let me see what Ampy has to tell us. Okay, it doesn't elaborate on the word heresies. All right. Okay, let's go back to that's First Peter, 2 Peter 2, verse 1. Let's go to our definitions again. It also means a body of men. So while it can refer to opinion or what is taught, the opinion of men that is taught contrary to Christian doctrine, that's one aspect of the meaning of the word. Another aspect of the meaning of the word is a body of men, so it can refer to people. A body of men separating themselves from others and following their own tenets, their own teaching. Look in the bracket. sect or party. Acts chapter 5 verse 17. Let's go there. Acts 5 verse 17. Then the high priest rose up and all who were with him, and Luke brackets it by saying, that is the party of the Sadducees, and they were filled with jealousy. Now notice here, the ESV says party. Let's look at another translation. The Berean's literal Bible says sect. So the most common words here are party or sect. Some may have faction. Let me see if there's any one of the translation that uses the word faction. This one says who were of the doctrine of the Sadducees. That's another way of saying it. All right, so it is sect or party. Let's look at another reference. We have Acts chapter 15 verse 5. Let's go to Acts 15 verse 5. Acts 15:5. But some of the sect, so this one uses the word, this one also translates the word sect. Some of the sect of the Pharisees who believed rose up, saying, and so on and so on and so on. All right? All right. Let's look now at another meaning of the word, dissensions. Dissensions, from diversity of opinions and claims. That's the one that is used in the particular meaning that is used in the in Galatians 5 verse 20. Let's see what 1 Corinthians 11 verse 19 tell us. For there must also be factions, see it? Factions among you, that those who are approved may be recognized by you. Let's look at what Titus 3 verse 10 tell us. A man that is a heretic, so you refer to somebody as a heretic or a heretic. A man that is a heretic, after the first and second admonition, reject. So after you talk to him the first time, and you talk to him a second time, and he continues to have his own opinion rather than following the teachings of the Christian church, you treat him, you reject him. To reject a divisive man, reject a factious man, one who is causing and creating division in the church by what he teaches. So let's get it right. Let's get it right. Heresy versus hearsay. Hearsay is rumor. Heresy is false teaching, teaching one's own opinions. Teaching, or it can refer to a group of persons who would be called a party or a sect. Here's another reference, Acts 24 verse 5. This time they were referring to Paul. We have found this man a plague, one who stirs up riots among all the Jews throughout the world, and he is a ringleader of the sect of the Nazarenes. These were people who felt that Paul, they considered the church, the Christians, as a sect of Judaism, of Jewish religion, right? They really felt that way, that there were a division, a set of people who were swerving from the teachings of the Jews. And because they were following this Jesus of Nazareth, they called them the sect of the Nazarene, or the Nazarene sect. All right, so there you have it. Heresy and hearsay. Don't confuse them. All right? Bless you.